Good morning, my men of YouTube. Friday, January 6th, 7:37. I have to admit, today was not a good start. I had a potential client, their corporate headquarters are in Chicago, was working on a nice big order, sales order. I put my best foot forward. I called him this morning and he gave me the bad news. They went with someone else despite me giving my best salesmanship in my best price proposal. We still didn't get it. But guys, God gives and he takes, and what can I do? You can't win them all. It would have been nice, but I didn't get it. There's nothing I can do. So, today's topic is sin, which is a Christianity term. So if you don't want to listen, I'll pause right now and give you a chance to click away. If you're still listening, that's great. I want to talk about sin from a Christian perspective. So we're on dictionary.com. Sin is a noun, a transgression of divine law, the sin of Adam. So they're referring to Adam and Eve and the original sin in terms of Christianity. I don't want to get into all that right now. It'll take too long. But if you go to Genesis, the very first book of the Bible, you can read about it. It's not too long. It's about the sin of Adam and Eve. And Eve is the one that gets tempted by Satan, and then she causes Adam to be tempted. So you can kind of relate that to the parallel of today's life with women tempting men. But I don't want to get into that. Let's talk about sin. So any act regarded as such as transgression, especially a willful or deliberate violation of some religious or moral principle. Religious or moral principle. You don't have to be a Christian or religious to recognize sin. It could be a moral principle. If you're on the semen retention journey and you're not a Christian, that journey of retaining your seed is a moral principle that you've chosen. You've chosen not to engage in lust and all those things. Guys, you already know what it is. The acts or thoughts that cause you to release your seed. So here it is again. To offend against a principle or a standard. To commit or perform sinfully. So anyways, we're going to talk about the Christian perspective because that's what I am and that's just what I know, you guys. I can't speak on other religions or other spiritualism theologies or philosophies because I don't know it. All I know is I was raised a Christian. I've read the Bible a lot. And this journey is linking the Bible to this journey. And that's what I can talk about because that's what I have some knowledge on. So I'm going to go to this awesome website I found, you guys. And this is not my own work. So let's give credit to touchinglives.org. I found this article I want to share with you. It was written by James Merritt, Touching Lives with James Merritt. July 19th of 2022 it was written. So all credit to James Merritt of touchinglives.org. Where does sin begin? I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to pick some passages out of here. But Matthew 15:19, for out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, and slander. And then down here, this is some excellent material by James Merritt. Where does sin begin? Let me take a sip of my coffee. The Bible tells us in Matthew 15:19 that it begins in our hearts and minds. Before we commit an act of sin, we think about it. Guys, is that not true? Before you release your seed, hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to do some business here this morning. Before you release your seed, you're thinking of that, whatever it was, whatever image or video you watched on the internet, or whatever turned you on during the day that you saw. So it starts in the mind, you guys. Okay. All sin starts in the mind. Reflect on those ideas and thoughts that have occupied your mind already today. Are they Christ-centered? So what he's saying, are those thoughts dark or are they light? When you wake up in the morning, are you thinking of peace, joy, love, or are you thinking of other dark things? Murder, malice, what Matthew said up here. Murder, adultery, evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, and slander. What is your spirit, your soul? What is it thinking of? Okay. Are you consumed with spiritual growth and serving God? Well, if you're on the sermon retention journey, you're concerned about spiritual growth. There's no doubt about it. And if you're a Christian, you're concerned about serving God. Are you fearful, angry, or depressed? Hey, you know what, guys? I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm perfect. Yes, I am fearful, angry, and depressed a lot. Those are things I need to work on. And looks like I got a really nice order here, guys. I'm going to have to take this. But
Head to your pickup at Walmart Rancho Santa Marta.
So anyway, let me finish this. Are your thoughts right now pleasing to God, and what thoughts are leading you away from God? If you are filled with impure thoughts, they are likely come from impure input. You probably had an influence in your life at a young age, a parent, teacher, pastor who spoke of the dangers of certain kind of music or video games or sex and violence on television. So, guys, it's what you're inputting into yourself. Are you on Instagram, TikTok, looking at X-rated material on the internet? When you input that into your soul, then it turns into transgression. The first step is to avoiding a continuous cycle of sin in your life can be found in Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. That's the semen retention journey. You're breaking out of the matrix, because we were conformed to the world, to the matrix, but now we're being transformed by the renewal of your mind. So the real point of this video, guys, was just to tell you that everything starts in the mind. So take a look at what you're inputting into your mind, which is really your soul, and take steps to change that. I'm not perfect. I still have bad thoughts, but I don't have TV anymore. When I remodeled the condo, I got rid of the TV and canceled the cable. That's just one small step. What do you have in your life that you can change? Gotta go, guys. Gotta go out and make some money. Take care. God bless you.